The chart says that a breakout or a bigger move is imminent. And this is in play with the Federal Reserve. Let me explain why. This is the Bitcoin chart. We are at 23,800, 900. We are going back and forth for like 2 days already. And the accumulation or the price is getting very, very much contracted. And a breakout will be imminent. Now, there are a couple of things to this chart which are good news and bad news. And I know that it's not good to say, but we just don't know yet in which way we are going to go. So as you can see, Bitcoin's price is back below some moving averages. Now on the daily, it looks better. We are well above the 50-day. However, that would somehow suggest that we might need to return, retest, and from there we might have a move up. On the 1 hour, we are forming a clear triangle, which usually is a bullish sign if it breaks out into the upside. However, on the 1 hour, we are below moving averages again and below resistance. Now, why everything is so undecided? Why everything is so uncertain? I think that is because of the FOMC meetings which were released on Wednesday. As you can see, they said that they are going to increase the rates in the next quarterly increase, which is middle of March, from 4.5 to 4.75%, which wouldn't be a big news. It's not very important anymore because we got used to it. Markets are pumping because they just don't care. And as long as the Fed raises the rates by 0.25% every quarter, the market just priced it in, and it is just going to go upside because people just got bored of this dump and this downtrend, and they just started to put back money in their assets or in assets, and therefore the economy, let's say, it's restarted. Now, there is one thing which is very important to this story, and I think that is what is holding the price. You see, this meeting happened on 1st of February 2023. It was made public on 22nd of February. Now, what happened between these two dates? Well, one very, very important thing happened, and that was the CPI reading. Now, as you can see, the CPI reading showed that the decrease of the inflation is slowing down and the Fed might need to step up, meaning that this 0.25% rate increase might not be enough. And that could mean that they raise not by 0.25, but by 0.35 or 0.5%, which would crash the market. That would be a huge change in the plan. That would be a huge change in the roadmap of the Fed, of the tackling inflation. Therefore, I don't think they will act on it. However, the market right now, as you can see on Bitcoin's chart as well, and as you can see on S&P 500, which is also stagnating for some time. I mean, it's like for a year now, but yeah, let's not go into that. The market needs some certainty of what is going to happen, what is happening. And that is why I think that for the next 3 weeks, we might not have a volatility, or we will have a huge breakout. Now, this could come in two forms, okay? Jerome Powell either says that, okay, we are going to stick to the plan and we are going to increase the price or the rate hikes by 0.25%, as we discussed on 1st of February, because we don't see any problems with the CPI data. That would be a very bullish sign, and I think that the market would start to rally again. The other one would say that since this FOMC meeting was on the 1st of February and we didn't see the CPI reading just yet, we need to reiterate our plan, and 0.25% rate hike will not be enough because the slowdown of the inflation, the tackling of the inflation is not strong enough, and we need to be more hawkish because we are just becoming dovish with these regular increases. So it could happen either way, and I'm very curious to see which one will happen. However, I am still trading some because I think these are risk of tradings. Now volatility is not so big, therefore we can just go through on some of the altcoins and maybe check some resistances and support to see from where to where we could make some money. So for Bitcoin, I would certainly wait until this triangle is over on the 1 hour, and considering where it breaks out, that would be a short or a long, we don't know yet. And if it breaks out from this triangle, I am very curious to see where is the price target. So let's say if it breaks out this way, then as you can see, the price target again is 25,000, which would also could mean that it gets rejected again. Now, if it gets rejected again after a breakout from this 23, 24,000, then I think people will lose some of their faith. And the more times it is tried, or the more times it is tested, this resistance, the weaker it becomes. So that would be good news. However, we are not there yet. Let's go forward. Ethereum. Ethereum is in a strange situation on this 4 hour, because it is dancing on this resistance line of the triangle. It is below the 54-hour moving average. Okay, this is not the daily moving average, and it has some rejections. It just doesn't know where to go, and that is because of Bitcoin, because of the market. It wanted to break out, it broke out, it came back, it got rejected. Therefore, I think Ethereum, for any good news, for any bullish news, Ethereum will rip, or at least just go back to the 1700s. I can even see a 200s in the cards. As you can see here, we have the next very strong psychological resistance, and I think this is well in the cards if we have some bullish news. They don't even have to be that big. Let's go forward. EGLD. EGLD is struggling again. It's kind of neglected again. One good thing which I can see here is that we are in an uptrend. This support held pretty nicely, as you can see, if I can just put a line here. So we have a support there, a resistance here, which is the 51. We really needed to break out in order to get to the 58 or 68, because yeah, this price movement, this up and down around the $50 is becoming a bit boring. Let's go forward. Solana. Solana is still in this big cluster, and it is here since 23rd of January. Now Solana is creating this triangle from my point of view. The price action right now is not very bullish. It is below the, or between moving averages on the 4 hour. This is kind of triangle, but not really. It's more like it has a trend resistance here, and I think it would need to break out just a bit so we can say that, okay, it can move forward. However, obviously being a small altcoin or a smaller altcoin with any amount of money, any amount of volume, this trend will be broken. So we need to check Bitcoin first and then act on altcoins like Solana, EGLD, or Matic. Matic's price action is interesting, and it is very tricky. And it tricked me as well, because as you can see here, he had one bottom, rejection, went up, came down, rejection, 2 rejections, and here I was 100% sure that we are going to go up, because I was thinking that, okay, this is a very nice recipe for a W, and that would be a breakout from the trend, meaning that if we break this neckline, then the price target would be somewhere here at the 1.5. However, it seems that Matic is still going down. It wants to go down, and it kind of broke already this this support, not entirely, because I think for this to be broken, it would need to go through this and these lines. I mean, these 2 lines. This is kind of a cluster here again. As you can see, there are rejections at this point, and sorry, didn't see it. These points and these points. And yeah, I'm curious to see what is going to happen. Last one, Polkadot. Polkadot is creating a falling wedge, which is a bullish signal. It's a bullish formation if it breaks out. And as it stands right now, my expectation for it, if Bitcoin keeps falling or going sideways, is that it is going to go down, maybe reject, and it will break out somewhere if the news are bullish, and from there we go up. If the news are bearish, then we will revisit this support. Probably we'll spend some time here and go down to this 5.9 target. That's my prognosis for Polkadot. Let me know in the comments what altcoins you would want me to check, and I am happy to do that in the next video or after that one, because the next video is about Cantina Royale, which is on the Multiverse X ecosystem. So yeah, that was all for today. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button, and I see you in the next video. Take care.